Hi there and welcome to this fourth DVD in the series on playing by ear. And in this DVD we're going to be looking at the whole aspect of chord groupings. We're going to use the key of C as our sample key, and we're going to look at the chords associated with that, but we're going to do that diagrammatically. So that's going to give us a good basis then for understanding not only how to go from one chord to another, but other chords that we could go through on our way there. And it's going to give us the ability to create a lot more colour in our playing, especially if you're writing songs or you're wanting to reinterpret songs that you've already heard. This will certainly give you a good foundation, not only for that actually, but just thinking about the whole aspect of playing spontaneously, creating mood and atmosphere where it's not a song that's existed before. To have this knowledge of chord groupings and where you could go to be able to create atmosphere and sustain atmosphere without just sticking to 2 or 3 chords is going to be, I'm sure, a great help to you, as it has been to me. The C7 or the C plus chord is a bridging chord between the C chord and the F chord. So let me just look at the keyboard now. So we could go C, C7, F, or we could go C, C augmented, F. Both of those tend to lead really well into the 4 chord. All right, now we're going to add 2 more chords, and this time it's the 6 and the 2, which in the key of C is the A and the D, and you'll notice in brackets the little M, which is the minor, so they can be major or minor chords, those ones there. Now what we're going to find is that the 2 minor over on the right can often be used as a softer substitute for the 4, or using the key of C, the D minor, as a softer substitute for the F. All right, so let's go back to our diagram, and what we're going to do is create a simple melody line using the chords C, F and G. So here we go. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun. Now what we're going to do is use that same melody line, but this time we're going to change the F to a D minor, and let's hear what it sounds like. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun. Okay, very similar, but you just got a slightly softer sound for the 2 minor. So if you're using chords in a song and you hear a 4 chord and you think, I'd like it a bit softer, well, try the 2 minor and see if that fits. Okay, so now we're going to add the relational link in between the D and the F chord. Now, we're going to build up, using the same melody line, we're going to build up some more chords. So we're going to go through the 6 minor chord on our way to the 2 minor. So this is what it's going to sound like. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 dun, da, da, dun. Okay, this is getting just a little more colourful. We're not changing the melody line at all, but we're just changing the chords that support it. All right, so let's back to our diagram now. We're going to create a melody line that uses just the 1, 4 and 5 chords and just see how that pans out. So here we go from the F. La dun da dun da dun da 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 dun da dun da dun dun dun. Back to the C. That's excellent. All right. So using that same melody line now, what we're going to do is just throw a bit of colour in there. We're going to go through our F sharp diminished chord, and then we're going to go through part of the internal bias track, using exactly the same melody line, but just to see how we could colour that up a bit. Okay, so let's starting from the F now. Da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun. All right, now this time what we're going to do, same melody line again, but we're going to add the whole of the internal bias track, and we're going to add the C7 chord to bring us to actually be able to start that sequence again on the F chord if we wanted to do that. So this is what it could look like. Da dun 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 da 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 to the C7. Start again. Da and then on we go, you see. So that just gives a great idea of how we can just follow these tracks. And of course, any of these that you can look at later, you can just freeze the frame on the DVD and go exploring at your own leisure.